My name is LJ Mitchell, and if you're watching this video, congratulations. You are now part of the Elevation Church worship team. We're so glad to have you. The whole purpose of this video series is to make sure that you get used to the language and get some handles on some of the things that you might experience on any given weekend. Please feel free to watch these videos as many times as you need in order to get comfortable. A few things about expectations. The first thing, you're gonna get your planning center request. Please respond within 48 hours. It'll really help us out. All the stems and everything that you need will be on Planning Center. Second thing is about prep. Weekly prep is everything, because on the weekends, that's really the only time that we have as a band to come together and really gel and get the songs to feel as good as they possibly can for the weekend. The third thing is we really value adaptability. Simply put, we might practice all week for a song, but the song might get swapped out, sometimes even minutes before the worship experience, because we're always trying to be sensitive to what God wants to do in our midst for that particular worship experience. I can't stress it enough. Practice, practice, practice. Software is changing. The way how we play our instruments is changing. Technology is changing. I want to encourage you to always carve out some time in your week to practice your craft. Practice different things, practice different feels, practice different types of music to become a well-rounded musician. And you don't have to do that alone. There's a great lead team of musicians that are here to support and serve you as you transition onto the team. What I think will really help as you transition onto the team is kind of paint a picture of what a usual weekend scenario might look like. Most of the stuff that you're about to go through happens in what we call our point-to-point section of the worship experience. Simply put, it's the one song that we do as an entire church. We're playing the same song to the same click, to the same MD, to the same worship leader at the same time. It really is something special. I look forward to it every weekend. In an ideal scenario, Pastor Stephen will walk up on stage and we'll go through the song as it's arranged, and then you'll hear me say something like, we're getting ready to end, or I usually say right here on the, and I'll call out a chord. So I might say right here on the 4, we'll crash out on the 4 and we'll celebrate. The next thing that you're listening for is I'll either start saying ready and then we'll start going through a series of hits, syncopated hits, or I'll say something like bring it down. Bringing it down is when we go into our and language, which we'll discuss further in another video. There is one other scenario that might happen. I'll say cut the click, and at that point, we're getting ready to go into a song that usually isn't on the set list, might even be a song that we haven't done in a while, but Pastor comes up and he's zoned in, he's in the moment, and he's leading us in a song. So what will usually happen is we'll find out what key he's in, what the song is, then I'll call for a click, and then we'll walk you through the song. Hey, I know that's a lot to take in, and I've been exactly where you are right now. First thing you need to do, give yourself a lot of grace. Be patient, practice, 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 and please don't be afraid to reach out and ask questions. We're here for you, we're here to support you, and want to see you be the best that you could be. Let's jump in. Simply put, if you hear the term ready and, it means that we're getting ready to play a chord to the syncopated hit of the drummer. So if I say ready and 6, we're gonna land a 6 chord to what the drummer's playing. Ready and 2, we're gonna land a 2 chord to what the drummer's playing. The key is to make sure you have eyes on your drummer and you are landing your chord at the same time he plays it. Let's see a live example of that.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ready to end it. On the 4. Skip it up. Ready and 5. Keep it up. Ready and 6. Keep it up. Keep it up. Ready and 3. Keep it up. Ready and flat 7. Keep it up. Ready and 1. Bring it down. Something we've developed over time is our ability to play 2, 3, and 4 note hit combos. The key to landing any of these combos is to make sure that you're watching the drummer so that you're landing your chord with the syncopation of the drummer. Some of these combos have distinct names, and we'll get into them. For the 2 note hit combos, you'll just hear me say ready followed by 2 numbers. So that's like ready 3, 4, 3, 4. Ready 5, 6, you play 5 and 6. Ready 7, 1, you play 7, 1. One that we've developed a unique name for is 14. So if I say ready 14, guitarists and keyboard players, you're playing a 1 chord followed by a 4 chord to the syncopation of the drummer. So it'll be like ready 14, 1, 4. Let's see a couple examples of that.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right here on the ones. Let's keep it up. Ready, 3, 4. Keep it up. Ready, 5, 6. Keep it up. Ready, 3, 4. Yep. Ready, 7, 1. 14. Keep it up, keep it up. 14. Cool. Bring it down. We've also developed 3-note hit combos. Most of these have unique names. So here's a scenario. So we're out of a song, crashing out, we're on a 4 chord, for example. If you hear me say walk it up, you're gonna start on that chord and walk it up 3 steps in the same scale. So we're on the 4 chord. I say walk it up, 4, 5, 6. Now you're on a 6 minor chord. We're celebrating. You hear walk it up, it's 6, 7, 1. Vice versa, there's walk it down. So if we're on a 5 chord, we're celebrating on the 5 and I say walk it down, 5, 4, 3. And you keep celebrating, walk it down, 3, 2, and now you're back at the 1. The only modification to these is if I put the word quick in front of walk it up or walk it down, they're the same 3-note hit combos, but they're just played quicker, looking at the drummer. So, quick walk it up, ba ba ba, quick walk it down, da da da. So, let's see a couple examples of that.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Right here on the 1. Let's keep it up. Keep it up. Ready and 2. Walk it up. Walk it up. Ready and 5. Walk it down. Ready and 4. Quick walk it up. Quick walk it up. Keep it up. Bring it down. So there's 2-note, 3-note, and of course there's 4-note hit combos. We're kind of excited about this because we just kind of recently added these. So basically it's the same idea. We're on a chord and I'll call ready and then I'll call 4 numbers. So ready, 6, 5, 3, 4. 6, 5, 3, 4. We keep celebrating. Celebrating, I'll say ready, 7, 1, 3, 4. 7, 1, 3, 4. Most of the times that I use these are when pastors kind of declaring something over the congregation, or we're in one of those kind of more lively moments, and I'll say, ready, 7, 1, 3, 4, ba 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 ba, and we keep celebrating through. Remember, the key is to always watch your drummer. Here's an example of this.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
it up. Ready, 3, 4. Let's give it up. Ready, 6, 5, 3, 4. Give it up. Ready, 7, 1, 3, 4. Let's give it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Ready, 6, 5, 3, 4. Keep it up. 6, 5, 3, 2.
Usually on our flow moments, there's two scenarios. There's either the ready ends, which you've already been through, or there's bring it down. When you hear bring it down, we really need to be paying attention to what we're doing on our instruments dynamically and being real sensitive to what's going on. The first key to being successful in this kind of flow is finding out where the accent is of the click. Then we've developed over time something called our and system, which is basically we'll call a chord and say and then you play that chord to the following downbeat. So as an example, if this is your click, find the pulse, and I'll say 4 and 4 chord, or 6 and you play the 6. What this has allowed us to do is basically navigate through any song. So if the song is on the set, or if it's a song that pastor comes up and he wants to lead the congregation in, we can go into that easily and we can kind of navigate our bands through. So here's an example of that using one of our songs here again. We'll bring it down and then we'll walk you through the flow moment.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Right here on the 1. Hold the 1. Seven and 6 and 4 and 1 and 7 and 6 and 4 and 1 and hold on. Let it ring out.
Last thing we thought would be good would be to go through some of the language and some of the phrases that we use when we're kind of building organic worship moment from a soft dynamic to a loud dynamic, especially from a perspective of a drummer. So hey, this is Dom. Dom plays at our broadcast location. Been with me a while. So Dom, let's get into it. So pretend we make this scenario where we're in a point-to-point moment. Pastor Steven comes up on the stage, and we're getting ready to flow with him. We crash out of the song, and I say bring it down. Yep. We got to build through these kind of different levels to get it back to a peak or get it back to a climax. Tell the people, tell the drummers what's going on, starting with what's in your ears.
Okay. So I want to make sure I have enough of LJ, enough of Pastor, enough of Click in my ears, because those three things are key. And so you want to make sure you're listening for that. But I also am, kind of reading the moment as to where, how the congregation's feeling, how Pastor's voice, the intensity in his voice, just kind of reading the moment. But my eyes are all over the stage. So you want to make sure that you're in tune with everything that's happening, and in tune with the Spirit as well. And so Pastor will come up and I'll start with light cymbals, little washy tickles on the cymbals, little not really so much tom stuff or locking into a groove yet, because we're building these levels before we take it back into time, which we'll get there.
So then I might say something like lift it.
Right.
And so what does that mean from where you were to where you're gonna head to?
Okay, so lift it means I'm bringing in some flowy tom stuff, accented things, and I'm still not like fully locked into a groove yet. I'm just kind of exploring the space
that's
and being creative.
So I might say something like, give me some Tom stuff or make it flowy. So that's what we're talking about that. Okay, so we're in that moment and we're still lifting it. I guess oftentimes the next thing I'll say is give me a pulse or put 4 on the floor. Define that for a drummer.
So before you get to give me a pulse, you'll be in that creative flowy area. And then he'll say, give me a pulse. That means bring in kick, so 4 on the floor. But you're still exploring the space, like you're not really locked into a groove yet with your toms or anything like that. So you're still being creative in that. So we'll take it from there, and then
the next one is obviously the snap build, right? Snap build is a term that we use around here to get us into our builds. So walk people through snap build.
So you'll be 4 on the floor, give me a build, and then snap build will come in, and so that means you hit snare, crash, and kick. So just a big hard snap build, and you're locked in like this.
And so if that was a quarter note snap build, I might say double it.
Yep.
So that means we're going from quarters to eighth notes, right? So I guess we're in this eighth note build.
Eighth note build, building intensity.
We're saying huge, keep it up, and then keep building. And then in that moment, then we usually do kind of 3 things at the same time. We call what section of the song we're going into,
Right.
and then we're giving the vocal cue, or I'm giving the vocal cue of when we're gonna land the downbeat.
Right.
Usually we say something like take it to time. Define that.
So take it to time means once you go from this eighth note build, if he calls for take it to time, make sure you're listening for that, and then you go back into whatever chorus beat. If it calls for the chorus, you want to go back to the chorus beat. If it calls for the bridge, you want to go to the bridge beat of whatever song that we're playing in that moment. So that's what take it to time means.
We know we gave you a lot of information, so I think it would be good to play through an example of what that kind of scenario looks like. Keep in mind, you're trying to do this organically to get from a soft dynamic to a loud dynamic. And what's also key is that you know the song sections. So if we call for the bridge, call for the chorus, you know the song sections and which beat you're supposed to play. Have a look at this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Shots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right here on the floor. Let's keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Ready and 5. Let's keep it up. Ready and 6. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Ready 3, 4. Let's keep it up. Walk it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Walk it up. Bring it down. 4 and 1 and 5 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 5 and swelling a little more, guys. 3 and 4 and 1 and 5 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 5 and let's keep the chord progression going. More toms, Dom. Let's lift a little more. Give me a pulse. Lift a little more. Go to a snap build right here. Lift it, double it for me, Dom. 4. Huge to the bridge and Jesus. 1 over 5 and 2 and 3 and 6 and 5 and 1 and. Let's get ready to turn it around. 6 and 5 and 4 and. One more time. 6 and. Get ready to end it. 5 and. Right here on the floor. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.